Wow, what a difference a day makes. Just climbing here out of Burke Airport, this is fingertip smooth. Makes a nice difference not to be fighting the aircraft like we were yesterday. Bye Burke.
Before setting off to the airstrip this morning, then I'm just going to do a quick interview. Hi Wayne.
G'day Stefan.
Wayne from Outback Radio. We're going to have a quick chat about, what are we talking about, Wayne?
Okay, I've done the radio interview now. I think that went very well actually. Really nice talking to Wayne and everybody there at the radio station. Thank you for having me on. Feels odd. Still feels odd talking to people on radio stations and newspapers, but I guess there's quite a lot of interest in this Wrigley Murphy flight, as there should be.
Burke traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is rolling. Runway 23, left turn, overhead departure to the north. Burke traffic. Alright, full power. Temperatures and pressures are good. Airspeed's increasing on both. Everything's looking stable in the cruise now. I haven't actually told you what the plan is today. So today we've just left Burke, as you saw. Now I'm going to one of the first dirt strips that we'll be landing at on this trip. This is a place called Ballali. And this was one of the landing grounds that Wrigley and Murphy did land at. It's now a private airstrip, but we got permission from the owner, who we're going to meet, a guy called John. Remember when I landed at Michael's 600-foot runway back in Victoria? That was practice for this airstrip. This airstrip is actually 1,000 metres long, so it's longer than Michael's. So knowing that I could get Echo Yankee Zulu into Michael's airstrip, especially over those trees, remember those trees? Gives me a lot more confidence to fly in today. And then onwards to Charleville, and then we'll make a left turn and head to Longreach, which if you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know about Longreach, a special place to me. So I'm pretty sure just below me, this is the Ballali Pastoral Station. Let's fly over the top of this so you can have a look at this. Hopefully out of that underwing camera, you'll get a good shot of it. So that was one of the landing areas that Wrigley and Murphy did land at. The other one is this airstrip, which we're going to be landing at now. This is Ballali, also known as its Barrengun Airstrip. You know the good thing about flying these days? Google Maps. I had a look at all of this beforehand on Google Maps. So by flying like this over the top, what I can do is pick a landing point. So I'm going to land after the green. Yeah, that looks like it. There's a fence there. I want to land on the post box.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I love landing on dirt strips in the outback. Welcome to Ballali.
I think this is where I'm supposed to be. There's dogs. All right, just whilst I'm waiting for Tom to turn up, the other thing I haven't mentioned yet about what I'm doing with this Wrigley Murphy flight is I'm obviously sharing these vlogs so you can see a bit of behind the scenes of what I'm doing, but I'm making a kind of standalone Wrigley Murphy movie, which I'm also going to be posting on YouTube, and I'm going to try and make that like really cinematic. And in order to do that, you know, one of the best things that you can use to get cinematic shots, especially when you're out here in the outback on a dirt strip,
All right, goodbye Ballali. Thank you very much. Thanks for the cup of tea and the biscuit. How good was that drone footage though? I've got to get the drone out more. Alright, just climbing up to 2,500 feet then, and now we're going to follow the road for a little while, back on the Wrigley Murphy gig, following their path, going up to Charleville, but instead of going like that, we're kind of going One pretty cool thing down here on the map, as you can see, as the bumps pick up. See that green line? Yeah, now we've just crossed into Queensland. So here in Australia, with the radios, we go from Melbourne Centre to Brisbane Centre. Brisbane Centre, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu Centre.
Echo Yankee Zulu, just request the area QNH for Charleville.
Echo Yankee Zulu, that'll be 1012.
1012, Echo Yankee Zulu, thanks. Whether you can see some of the sort of snaking paths with the trees around it, but it just looks like it's dry land. Well, it is, it's dry land at the moment, but that's where the rivers normally flow. They did have rain here about 4 weeks ago, so it's a little bit greener than it can be in this part of the world, but still, it's very dry, hey? The town of Cunnamulla down there to our right, with the Warrego River that's flowing through it. Wrigley and Murphy did touch down at Cunnamulla, but we're not going to. We're going to keep going on to Charleville. Alright, Milkshake, on descent to Charleville. 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 Strap in, Milkshake.
Echo Yankee Zulu, Charlie Nemrico, what's your present position now, mate?
Echo Yankee Zulu, we're 3 miles to the south. We're going to join crosswind. Just, what's the status of the aircraft on the ground at the moment?
I'm just at the holding point for runway 12, and I'll do a straight out departure and right turn tracking 255 for Eromanga.
Copy that. Are you okay for us to join crosswind and then we'll come in behind you after you take off?
Yeah, go for it, mate. We'll be out of your way.
Well, that was quite the tailwind landing. I should have come in on the other runway. Never mind. Backtracking. Welcome to Charleville.
Quick pit stop in Charleville, got some fuel, got some fresh water, nice cold Powerade. Off to Longreach.
Quick drink. .500 feet, caps is available. But also realised I have not eaten yet today, which is very bad. So, back on the channel, Tom and Luke's Snackables, chocolate flavour. Oh, perfect for turbulent flights. These are the best snacks. Starting our descent into Longreach now. It's been a pretty turbulent last kind of 20 minutes flying through here. It's funny, the more you fly in turbulence, like it's the second day now, you kind of start going, yeah, you can't do much about it anyway, so you may as well just kind of suck it up and go with it. Radios are back. Good time. It's actually quite a special moment for me coming into Longreach. If you've watched the channel for a while, you'll know my first big trip I did after I got my instrument racing was Melbourne to Longreach. It took me 3 days. I was so nervous coming up here. 3 days flying over this kind of terrain. Now it's taken me a day and a half, and that's with multiple stops. It's really cool to kind of, you know, see your own progress with something. For me, with aviation, I feel like a different pilot to the one who was here 2 years ago.
Okay, I've got something new on the plane I think you might like. It's only fitting I try it first here in Longreach. Bear with me, this might take a few minutes. It's got my name on it. Look at the pattern. Because I'm worried when I leave the hotel room that someone's just going to come in and steal all the gear. Am I the only one who does this with the bed? Now it looks like there's someone sleeping in there.
Easy. Mini-measy.
So that'll be the only place where you can go to half year.
So here's a fun fact for all of you guys that maybe have never ridden a bicycle in Australia or don't know about the road rules here in Australia. Even on a dirt road in the middle of Queensland with no one else around you, you have to wear a bike helmet. And where's the one place that I run into a police officer? Here on a dirt road in the middle of Queensland. So now we're walking to the local bike shop. Bye, policeman. Okay, and we are back in business.
There's someone in bed.